in, sports fans? How does it do? Welcome to the Bold Sports Show. We're spending today talking a little junk on this Monday morning. How y'all like trash talk? We just need to know which teams y'all want to bring up first. So we'll let the crowd roll in and see what happens. See what we don't go and see. How about that? As they like to say, how about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? We having fun. It's Monday. Monday morning. Labor Day. Putting in that work. That's what we do. You know that's what we do on this show. We put in that work, give you the correct picks, give you the hope and desire that you need to be successful. One win at a time. Let's get it, folks. I'm pumped. We don't even do morning shows. And here I am getting it in. Got a little music in the background. This is in-house music, by the way. We had this produced just for this show. Shout out to that dude Poindexter. Bam. Bro, been killing it for 30 years, it seems like. Crazy. It's crazy how long. Yeah. At least a solid 20. We'll give the boy a solid 20. He might be a little young to be a 30 in the game, but that boy been in there a solid 20. I've seen that boy put in work way back in the day. So, A+ certified. Look at, just jamming. One day, we'll have a comment, maybe even a viewer. Hey, shout out Remix. How's it going? Hope you're doing good on this Monday. We finally got someone to pop in. Look, we're trash talking all of the NFL teams today. So if you got something you want a subject, if you want to pick a team, we can go that route. If you got something else you want to trash talk, like I'm just in that mood this morning. I woke up and chose violence, folks. It's not often I do that. I'm a very peaceful man in a paradise setting, you know? So you gotta take advantage while you can. I'm glad we got our first hello. Not even 3 minutes into the stream. This is what I'm talking about, folks. Y'all keep me pumped. Got me excited. Hope y'all getting excited as well. Who y'all looking forward to this NFL season? I know who I'm picking. I'm picking the legend. This is so dumb. No, this is not your mother. This is a trash talking session, sir. What we're going to do is trash talk all these NFL teams. Now, I understand your mother might look like a linebacker, but you're going to have to use better words than so dumb. Fast Tracker, the Steelers. Look at it. Look at it. Thank you, Fast Tracker. You understood the assignment, unlike the legend. So the Steelers are at the biggest threat they might have ever been in Mike Tomlin's career not to go 500. The fact they chose Russell Wilson over Justin Fields to be the starter lets you know they are unbelievably bad. They're in a terrible position. Like, you cannot tell me they busted up Russell Wilson or just is just going to lead your team to the field, lead you to victory. Russell Wilson's who you're putting out there. It should have been Justin Fields. And the fact you chose Wilson over Fields lets me know neither one of them are good. They're both in the bargain bin of the basement. All right, let's hit some of these chats. Let's see if we can't get a next one. Remix with the Dolphins. Look, the Dolphins, you're talking about a team that's enjoying the sunset just like I am, more than they're worried about playing the actual game of football. I'm worried about how 12 kids is going to distract Tyreek Hill. I'm worried that Tua's not going to last the whole season. And look, you just extended Mike McDaniels, and that's a super questionable thing. Cameron asked, "Are you interested in men?" No, I'm not your father. Look, this is not Maury. Cody wants me to go in on the Broncos. Fast Tracker said, Russ threw 26 touchdowns last year. Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations. Tell me what they also did to Russell Wilson last year. They got rid of the boy. They got rid of the bum. They said, you to Russell Wilson. Garbage. Russell Wilson is fat garbage. Sweaty armpits clown. No, legend. I am not your mother. This is not Maury. And Cameron Smith said 26 ain't it. Shout out to Naruto. Let's bust out another team. I know we had another one. Green Bay gonna be good this year. Look. This is a trash talking segment. I'm not gonna give the okay. That's not what happened. Do you know Shohei Ohtani? Yeah, the guy that just got into the 40-40 club. Lift up your armpits. Look, bro. All right, maybe a little sweat. Maybe a little. We got a little going on. Maybe you were right, legend. Maybe you were right. I didn't know. But it's still early in the show. It's going to get worse. It don't matter, though. I'm in South Florida. Where you at? Where you at? See this? Enjoying it. Hope you are, too. Can't believe I had the early stages. I got busted. This is crazy. My internet keeps going out. Nah, I think it's more of some other stuff going on. Keep going on. But the legend is legendary. I can't believe you got one right. Remix wants the Vikings. The Vikings should be called Baycare. They should be called I Need a Doctor. The fact that you're going into the season with J.J. McCarthy was scary enough. The fact you're going into the season with Sam Darnold is even more scary. Okay, we have a failed first quarterback, supposed to be QB1. He ain't that guy. We know Sam Darnold is not that guy. He ain't it. Everybody wants the Vikings. We're doing it, folks. We're doing it. The only redeeming thing on the Vikings left is Justin Jefferson. Jay Jettis. Okay? Yes, Jefferson is that dude. Okay? We're not going to lie. But Sam Darnold, you're going to have Sam Darnold throwing the rock? Rough year for the Vikings. Top 10 draft pick. How about the Saints? Oh, you want to talk about a bottom 5 team in the NFL. We have to talk about the New Orleans Saints. Your boy, Derek Carr, is just unbelievably trashed. Look, hold on. We got to pause for a second. Remix said they subbed. We appreciate you. Throw it in there. Let's get it. From a guy that lives in Florida but is a KC fan because they're on top. Yeah, but I used to live in KC. It's almost like when you make some money, you can move places and retire, you know? I know I look young, but I can enjoy sunshine and you guys every day as entertainment. A KC fan in Florida. Look, bro, KC fans move. But I did live in Kansas City for multiple decades, especially as a young kid. So keep believing it's a bandwagon, but this tattoo was done in 2004, buddy. 2004. You look young. Left my ass. Okay. Let's do the age guess game. I cut the hair, so I got rid of some grays. Legend, I need you to do it. I can knock you out so easy. Clever name? I don't know. You're probably some little dweeb behind a keyboard, but I'm not too worried about you. If I stood up, you'd probably think different. At least 60. I look 60, bro? Nah, you BSing. 42. We're getting closer, AP. You got like the legend was doing some good guesses earlier. Like he got me on the sweaty pits, but 60, like that's a huge swing of the miss. AP's a little high on the 42 side, but you getting close of it. You ain't retired. You full of it. I mean, I'm partially. I still do be putting in work on occasions. 36. Look at AP. Look at AP. Look, he adjusted. Adjusted. Right about there. Close enough. How old till you stopped acting like a black dude? About 107, I guess. You know, you can take the boy out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the boy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Look, don't be a hater your whole life, legend. Look, we're supposed to be trash talking NFL teams, not each other. But I understand you're looking for your father, so you try to find the dumbest guy you could. But it ain't me, pal. It ain't me. Get them pits. Bro, I've never seen a dude want to see another dude's armpits. Dude, Kansas City. Ugh. You want me to swing right back at home, huh? Look, you see what it is? You see what it is? This is the hardest one on the books to do. I'm gonna let this clear up for a second. And think about how we can trash talk the Kansas City Chiefs. What's there to trash talk? Well, they did just pay Creed Humphrey, the center, the highest paid center contract in the league by more than $5 million more than the next guy for the least important position in the league. Now, a lot of Kansas City sports fans, like myself even, have trouble coming to the grasp of that some players are absolutely trash. Now, this is a prediction podcast where we guess what's going to happen in sports, and you'll never believe this. I correctly predicted John Ross was going to be a bust and paid terrible juju. Look, we're going back into the dumpster bin with juju. What the Chiefs said was, we're not going to have garbage wide receivers again, and they brought back Juju Smith-Schuster. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? But thankfully, that's not their number one guy anymore. That's the number 5 guy. So Juju's good as a number 5. The Patriots thought he was a 1. The Chiefs knew he wasn't a 1, and they refused to pay him like he is a 1. So shout out to all those people that think Juju Smith-Schuster is going to come in and be Captain Save a Hope. He's not. He's not that guy. Remix said, I subscribed. Look, I got you, Remix. Get it. Appreciate it. We fight for everyone. We got thousands, right? Thousands of subscribers. But we're always trying to grow. And we appreciate every last person that hits that little sub button. You ain't even got to subscribe. Just hit that little like button. And that gets your boy excited. Get your boy pumped up. Like, it's just how we got to do things early on in the morning sometimes. And I think our boy, the legend, got all depressed and left. Ain't that sad? Hopefully, he decided to subscribe while he was here. Probably not. Most of the haters don't. Sometimes I turn them over. But really, the trolls are underrated. Like, some people don't like the trolls, but I enjoy them. Like, without, someone trying to guess that I'm 60 years old, like, how am I gonna be entertained? You know what I mean? So I appreciate anybody that hits the little clickety clack and talks back. And we're still looking for our next team. It's Remix TT. Hey, check it out. Look, we do giveaways and stuff sometimes. So make sure you pay attention and follow along, because I think in probably October, November, we're going to do a cash giveaway. So make sure you follow along. You got to get the bankroll up, make it worth your while. We started doing little ones, and people said it was too small to be worth their time. So, like, we got to step it up. We need to add some bigger. We need to add a zero to the number. We've done some sports memorabilia giveaway, and we do a game show every Tuesday night, 9 p.m., where you can win some junk wax. Get some baseball cards in your collection. Like, we just be having them out here. And we hope y'all enjoy it. And we're still looking for our next team. If anyone got a team they would like me to trash talk, if you want to hear how bad it is, just let me know. I think the music stopped in the background. That's kind of almost a tragedy. So let's see if we can't get that going back on up here. Just a little back on up here. Where did it go? We had these songs for us, a little background music, and we're excited to bring it to you. Let's get that dude type beat. This is one of them, bruh. Hope y'all can hear this. We're just waiting on the next team. It could be yours. It could be mine. Let the haters combine. I'm wilding out on a Monday morning. Rams. Ooh, you're talking about the overhealed team of the overhealed team in the NFL. Matthew Stafford apparently likes his wife to go around talking a little craziness. Talking about a team that's relying on a white wide receiver named Cooper Kupp and some Samoan guy named Puka to carry this team into glory land. He's talking about things that are not going to happen. You lost Aaron Donald. Nobody is afraid of that defense anymore. Let's be honest. Let's be completely honest. Without that monstrous defensive tackle, you're not doing anything. And we know this because we've seen what it looks like without him, and it was nothing. All the trash. Then you traded away your team captain. Like, let's talk about some bullshit move to do and think you're going to be competitive. They're a French playoff team. French. You're watching San Francisco take over the division yet again. Like, this is a trash organization with trash moves holding on to glory. They opened up this season versus the Detroit Lions, where they will be discovered, like they'll be reminded why the Lions got rid of Matthew Stafford. Let's be honest. They said, you're going to give us Jared Goff for this bum and some picks? Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's go. And you can't blame them for that. Like, shout it out. But, you know, they did pull off a Super Bowl, so shout out to old Matty Stafford for magically pulling that one off. Nobody's seen them being able to do that with these, right? Like, jeez. Talk about a non-forecast. So we need another team now. We made fun of the Rams. We made fun of all sorts of teams. We've just been trash talking all morning. Let's get it. We enjoy it out here. I like making fun of your teams. I know we had one earlier that I might touch on while we're waiting, and that is the Denver Broncos. Let's be completely honest, folks. This is my favorite time of the year for the Denver Broncos fans, because this time of the year they're all excited for the season. They look around, look, we got another new quarterback in Bo Nix. It's finally going to be okay. It's finally going to be okay in Denver. We're finally going to make it, folks. Watch. Bo Nix is going to be trash. We've seen this over and over again with Denver. They keep hyping up these young quarterbacks thinking they're going to be Captain Save-A-Ho, and they never are. They never fit the bill. It's disgusting. And it's just crazy to think that some people are going to look at that Broncos roster and say, yeah, that's it. They're going to say, yeah, that's the team. What people forget is Sean Payton cannot develop a quarterback. He gets a lot of credit for what Drew Brees did, but he just saved Drew Brees' career and kept him around. They didn't even win that much. Like, let's be completely honest. Every time they went to the playoffs, it was a shit show. Sean Payton had one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history and won one Super Bowl. One Super Bowl with that combination. It's always scary when you have the most loaded teams and can't do nothing with them. The Broncos are not loaded, by the way. They are not that guy, so to speak. Like, this is a team severely lacking on offense. And look, you're not even going to be able to tell just off of Bo Nix, because who is Bo Nix supposed to throw to? They keep parading out a bunch of bums at wide receiver that just repeatedly are trash. They stay trash. Like, it is unbelievable that you'll still find Broncos fans going into the season expecting success. There's no team in the NFL you'd rather make fun of than the old Broncos. They have been and are that terrible of a team. Like, it is completely garbage. But you'll get people out there pretending that there's still hope and faith, especially in Denver. You're talking about a Walmart-owned team. You're talking about a team so bad that Walmart had to take over. Discount double check is what they call that, right? Old Aaron Rodgers style football. That's what they got going on in Denver. Let's keep it in the AFC West. Let's keep it pumping. Because you know who I want to talk trash on to next? The Chargers. The Chargers. You know, I've seen some people picking the Chargers to make the playoffs. Like, the Chargers to make the playoffs. They got rid of everybody on that team except for the quarterback and a couple dudes on the defensive line. Like, this team's got so much trash just written all over it, it ain't even funny. Like, oh my God, they think Harbaugh is going to come in and save the day. And he could turn this team around. Let's not be mistaken in any way. He could fix this problem. However, it's not going to happen this year. We're not going to see that this season. Like, who is Justin Herbert supposed to throw the ball to? Like, you cannot have a successful NFL team and have nobody to throw the ball to. We're looking for our next team, folks. If you want to toss a team to get trash talked on, throw them in the bucket. Toss it up there. Ooh, Vince, Jags are the best. Look, you came to a trash talking segment and you gave me a new excuse with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I appreciate you for that. Let's talk about a perennial, historical dumpster fire of an organization. It's got to be the Jags, right? Look, you guys are finally trying to turn it around with Android 17, right? Old Trevor Lawrence. But they're not the best. They're not even the best in their own division. Somehow, some way, the Jags decided to get good in a terrible AFC South and then watched the Houston Texans immediately become better. Immediately in one off season. The Jags had the first overall pick 12 times in the last 20 years. And the Texans, in one off season, put together a team. It's pretty wild that one team could be so successful so quickly while the Jags have been in the draft position to become successful and now they can't do nothing with it. It's talking about a dumpster fire of an organization that had to put a pool in the stadium so fans would have something to do. You know, other teams don't have to put a pool in the stadium because the fans are going to watch football. They're going to watch the game. At least we aren't the Titans. Hey, that is factual. That is factual. Let's not pick on the Jags. It's harder to do good teams, right? So let's pick on the Tennessee Titans. It makes my job a little easier. And maybe yours a little more enjoyable. The Tennessee Titans are going to be a bottom 3 team. Let's just call it what it is. When you start the season with Will Levis, knowing Will Levis is a bust, you already know Will Levis is a bust. And you're bringing him back for another one. And who's he supposed to throw to? Who is Will Levis throwing to? You got rid of Derrick Henry. The only resemblance of talent this dumpster fire of a franchise has seen in years, and you got rid of him. Shout out to Derrick Henry for finally being on a good team. Something the Titans haven't sniffed in a long time. Handful of years. You even got rid of Mike Vrabel like he was the problem. Like he was the one causing these issues. It's absolutely bonkers to believe that Will Levis is going to take you to the playoffs. It's going to take you to the promised land. This is what they're going to try to suggest, folks. They're going to try to suggest that the secondary is going to be enough to carry a team. When have you ever seen a cornerback ever carry a team? The wide receiver core is washed. Look, the whole team is washed. Let's not be tripping, Vince. Besides their defensive secondary, there is nothing about that team that I like. They are loaded in the backfield. Absolutely loaded. Ooh, tough. We got the 49ers. Ooh, this is trash talking segment. So I can trash talk the 49ers all day. What did Ricky Bobby say? If you're not first, you're last. That's pretty much sums up everything you can say about the 49ers. They've put together so many talented players on one roster just to make it to the Super Bowl to lose to Pat Mahomes' worst roster he's ever had. That's right. You have all-stars in CMC. You got Deebo Samuels. You got Jason Kittle or Kittle, whatever his first name is. I'm forgetting right now. You got Kittle. You got Brandon Ayuk. You got the best left tackle in the game with Trent Williams, who may or may not play. He wants to get paid. And all you can do is lose to 3 guys, Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Chris Jones. It took one guy to wreck your whole offensive line, Christopher Stone Cold Jones. You see what it is. Guess why I have this shirt on? Guess what gives me this shirt? Bum-ass teams like the 49ers. My wife gets one. My kid gets one. We all get championship shirts. You know what they ain't passing out in San Francisco? Championships. But you gotta brag about the NFC championship. We won the NFC championship. Y'all collecting them NFC trophies. Would you take Mickey Rodson before the 5th round in fantasy? No. No, I would not. No, I would not. Would you? I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Look, we did have our fantasy football advice video if you want to check out how to properly draft a team. So I'll give you a quick cliff notes. We'll do the short version of this. So the best way to win your fantasy football team is to put a first round grade at every position. So in your quarterbacks, write down the guys you would draft in the first round. In the running backs, write down the guys you do in the first round. Wide receivers, tight ends, so on and so forth. When I make my list doing this, what I find is the position with the least amount of first round talent is the position you need to go for first. So personally, in the first round, what I attack is the tight end and the running back position because it's the least amount of high quality talent available. Then I'm going to go, wide quarterback, wide receiver. This year, I think the most depth at talent is wide receiver. Quarterback is loaded this year. Loaded. But let's be honest. You got like 2-3 tight ends in the whole league that you really want to draft at all. At all. Same with the running back position. You cannot name more than 5 guys that are worth high draft picks. You need to get them early. But you know what I noticed about the wide receiver position? You can get guys like Scary Terry McLaughlin as like the 20th overall wide receiver. Okay? You can get 1,000-yard guy and he's the 20th wide receiver off the board. So what that tells you is don't chase wide receivers, don't chase quarterbacks. Chase those running backs and tight ends. Like those are the ones you're getting. And I don't like to throw super high draft picks on these young dudes. Like it just makes me nervous. You like a little proven talent, and you like to know health history. Health has won and lost more fantasy football teams than anything I know. Thank you. You're very helpful. I appreciate that. Look, we're here to win this league. We're here to win your league, bro. We're going to give you the championship. My fantasy football team name every year is I Won. I let the folks know every season, I won. Before we begin, I won. If you've ever seen the movie Big Daddy, they play a card game called I Won. Because no matter what I do, I won. Keep an eye on those waivers too. Week 1 is the most important waiver wire week you're going to find. Guys found Puka Nacua last season on the waiver wire. He was not drafted in 95% of the leagues. So keep your eye out. And he's got a brother, by the way. And he's pretty good. So you might want to pay attention to that. That might be your first little free waiver wire. Do you got a football team that you would like me to trash talk? If y'all got one, drop them in the comments. Jaguar, can't find Doctor Who today. No, we did have Doctor Who's little friend. His name is like I Am Legend or something. And he was filling in for Doctor Who. Doctor Who is a character. That dude really spent 20 minutes trying to trash talk and then got super upset and ran when I started talking just a smidge of trash talk back. Why you gotta be upset? Why you gotta be so upset, man? Why you gotta be so upset? Like, bro, we're 20 minutes into you trying to fucking talk trash on me, and you get all the snowflakes, bro. That's all Doctor Who was a fucking snowflake. And they're kind of crazy to see, to be honest. Yeah, but we're doing trash talk. So if you got a team, Jaguar, and you would like me to, you know, trash talk them a little bit, pick one out. We've been going through them. I'm trying to get through all 32. I think we've done probably close to 10. We're getting up there. It's been a fun, look, this is a fun little Monday, little trash talking session. I even kind of told myself I wasn't going to do it. And then I was like, you know what? Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy, folks. Get up there, put in a nice little light hour, and, you know, talk a little bit with the fans. And I woke up choosing violence today. I'm not into sports, bud. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, honestly, I figured the Jaguar name automatically puts you into like that was your team type deal. That's what we get for like assumptions, though, right? It's all good, bud. Like, I appreciate you being here, though. You know, you ain't got to be fully into sports to enjoy this show, but we are pretty sports heavy, so just a bit of warning. You know, I don't ever want to missell my product. You know, like, I always try to accurately describe what you're gonna get out of this show. But I guess you at least get a little entertainment. We just need Doctor Who to pop back in. I like your personality, man. Hey, appreciate that. Cheers to you. I like yours too. I don't even know you. I'll drink a beer with you. That's always good. We're just, you know, trying to relax and have fun this morning. It's a holiday. Nobody's got off. I did have some music. Look, we paid, or excuse me, we didn't pay. We had these beats made a long time ago. And I'm trying to get back into the habit of playing them more. Like, we need to throw them to the show a little more. You know, this dude that made this for like 20 years, and he's made a lot of hit albums, so hopefully it helps make us a hit. And I think it helps with the silence for a second while I'm finishing up this little tidbit here. What do you guys got planned for this little Labor Day? How are y'all celebrating it besides with me? And we still need a few more teams to trash talk. I might start picking them off the top of my head. We never did do the Raiders. And as a lifelong Raider hater, I think it's only appropriate we start trash talking the Raiders. The Raiders have the worst quarterback room in the NFL. It's not a question. It's not up to debate. Like, you might put the Titans there. I guess the Raiders fans could debate a little bit, but they're in such a trash position that there's no way they're supposed to be successful. This is a team that's actually a quarterback and a little bit of discipline away from being a good team. Like, if you got this team a legit quarterback, they could be dangerous. They've got weapons in guys like Devontae Adams You know, you see it, and let's be honest, a pretty nasty defensive line. I'd love to have a Max Crosby on the Chiefs. Like if we could get Max Crosby, I'd be all about it. Let's be honest, right? Like that would get your boy pumped up. But poor Max Crosby done got stuck on one of the worst teams you could possibly dream about being stuck on. Like Max Crosby got stuck in a situation where he wants to, be a franchise guy, but you're stuck on that franchise. And the problem is they're going to do just good enough to not be able to draft a quarterback. You're not going to get a legit one. Vince says free Devontae and Max Crosby. Yes. Look, both these dudes truly just absolutely deserve a better team. They really do. I like Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams still put up 1,000 yards with that junk at wide receiver. Like they truly, it's like you see. It's like when you see a hot girl that's with like some 80-year-old bald dude that's like big fat and can't do nothing. You're like, man, just a waste. Just out here wasting life. That's all you call that. And that's what you're seeing out of Devontae and Max Crosby. Look, they got some other guys on the team. There's a lot of questions at running back, especially now that they lost Josh Jacobs, like they didn't need him. Okay, you don't need him. You don't want to pay him. Okay. What's your quarterback going to do? What is your quarterback going to do, especially in the AFC West? Like, geez Louise. Who's next on the list? Who are we going to do next? Let me see. The Patriots. Let's do the New England Patriots. Nobody feels bad for them. Nobody will feel bad for them in 100 years. The fact that they are now stuck with an absolute dumpster fire of an organization, an absolute plethora of nothing about to happen. Nobody will ever feel bad for you. And I'm not sure you folks will feel bad, but just know there will never be any sympathy for a Patriots fan from any one of the other 31 teams. You deserve it. You deserve the next 100 years of trash, just like you were before Tom Brady, and just like you were when you thought you could do it without Tom Brady. Your dumpster organization really fired the GOAT. And not just the GOAT. If he's the GOAT times 2 currently. Let's be honest. Tom Brady's career was so good, he's the GOAT times 2. You can cut his career in half, and he's the GOAT on one side, and he's the GOAT on the other. And your organization decided we didn't need Tom Brady. That's what you did. You said, "No, we're good. We're good. We got Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick. We got Billy Bob. We don't need Tom Brady. We don't need Tom Brady." That's what you Patriots fans deserve. So let's see what Vince says here. Zamar White at RB1 and Jacoby Myers at wide receiver 2 is not good. Look, that is the definition of how you know you're going to be trash. Like, let's be honest. That's like, you want to know how you open up the book and find it? The recipe is laid out in front of you. Quarterback, one pile of dog shit. Running back, a bigger pile of dog shit. Wide receiver 2, a Pomeranian dog shit. Like, come on, man. Like, and the Raiders fans won't even pretend to be hyped. Like, it's just not what it is. Like, it drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. Ooh, especially we need to talk about the biggest. We started talking about dog poop, and it started making me think about the absolute worst team in the NFL. There is no team worse than the Carolina Panthers. If they win a game this year, I will be impressed. I do not see the formula or the format in which they can win the Super Bowl. There's no formula or format where I could suggest they are that team in any way possible. Like let's just be honest. Let's just be completely honest here. The safest bet in the NFL this season is the Carolina Panthers minus 700 to miss the playoffs. That's a return on your money. The safest sports bet this season is that right there. The easiest bet you could win. Carolina minus 700 not to make the playoffs. It is for you put $700 down, a free $100. Guaranteed. It just is what it is. They've set up the formula. They've done it. I'm going to make a dedicated video on this topic this season. There is zero chance that they win the NFC South. Right. There's zero chance they're a wild card team. Like, this spells disaster for the Carolina Panthers in an unbelievable fashion. It is a wild concept that they could be this terribly bad. It doesn't make any sense to anybody out there. I think we get a little choppy. It would take 2 seconds. Yeah, let me get that going. See if we can't clean that up. We got Paul here with a political take. We don't do that on this show. We don't talk politics. This is a sports show, sir. You came to a Wendy's to talk about politics. It's just not the place. It's not what we do. Whether I agree with you or I don't, it don't matter. We don't do politics. So I appreciate that you're happy, but if you could name the NFL team you would like trash talk, that would be more conducive to the conversation that's currently happening. We try to stay on topic. We try. And it's crazy that that you would say something like that when your guy has always paid for it. Like, that's pretty crazy. Like, it sounds like we might found his next wife, right? Like, if we're gonna be honest, like, that saying doesn't make any sense. That's like Trump's type. That's his type. That's all I'm gonna say. It's his type. Let's talk sports chat. Buffalo Wild Wings, Reverse Wild Wing, Buffalo, San Antonio, Gunslingers in Texas. Hey, it's the Island Boys. Hey. Oh, wow. I can't believe someone would choose that for a screen name. What Snoop Dogg say? I'm an island boy. Y'all some goose. Y'all some goose. Y'all some goose. Hey, Paul, you forgot the part where that's his type, though. Well, what was your opinion on that? Because he pays for it every time. Isn't that how he got his wife? Like, didn't like what happened to that? But we don't do politics here. Let's get back to the Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's keep it on topic, like the Island Boys suggested. Buffalo Wild Wings is actually trash. I said it. B-Dubs is trash. Pork chops. Hey, if it isn't another Chiefs bandwagoner. Sir, you see this tattoo? That is from 2004. You tell me how great the Chiefs were in 2004. They were a playoff team, though. How about that? Pork chop. Long time, first time I see. Keep dreaming, pork chop. If you could drop your team's name, we are currently doing a trash talk segment. So I would love to have a conversation about your team. Hey, it's all good. They're out there. I understand. We got some new ones. But remember, people hating on bandwagons because the team is good enough to bandwagon. Okay? Is anybody going to bandwagon your team? What's your team, bro? Let's make it a fair conversation. And I've got like half the league still to trash talk, so I need to start getting them in. I need to start running through them, as they say. So hopefully your team is one of the teams we have not talked about yet. I'm hoping. I'm praying. Trying to get there. Trying to be there. All right, let's pop into another team. Let's get back on topic, as the Island Boys suggested. We already said B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings is trash. Terrible wings. Hooters is much better. Just so you know. But, you know, it's okay. Everybody's got their own opinions. What team should we go with next? We just did the Patriots. Let's stay in the NFC East. We did the Dolphins. Let's get to the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. Newsflash, Buffalo fans. Your team is not going to make the playoffs this year. See, the problem is you have a good quarterback in Josh Allen. Problem is Josh Allen has never had the ability to raise the level of talent around him. You see quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson do it. Patrick Mahomes can do it. Aaron Rodgers has historically done it. Like, you see guys that are able to elevate bad players. Allen is not that guy. Let's take a flashback to when Josh Allen was actually drafted. When he was actually drafted. The Buffalo Bills were a playoff team with Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor could take that team to the playoffs. And they drafted Josh Allen. Josh Allen no longer could take that playoff team to the playoffs. So you know what the Buffalo Bills did? They went and found a guy. They gave him a weapon. Stephon Diggs. Now, don't get it mistaken. Every quarterback deserves weapons. Okay? It is stupid to not surround your quarterback with as much talent as humanly possible. But somehow, some way, they keep doing it with old Josh Allen. They decided to get rid of that guy, Stephon Diggs. Because Stephon Diggs seen it was a trash organization. Okay? He's seen it. He done seen it. It's just sad to think you're going to go into the season with the expectation of success, and this is the garbage you surround Josh Allen with. You cannot expect him to remain in the top 5 quarterback conversation with the talent that is currently around Josh Allen. He is that stinking bad. That is how bad Josh Allen is if you don't put someone around him. Now, people make fun of Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson can do it. But even Lamar Jackson gets attempts. Like, they try to surround him with talent. The Buffalo Bills refused to do that this year. They said, no. Nope. Not doing it. Not getting it. It's ridiculous to see. It's a sad sight to see. It's a crazy concept and an unbelievable strategy to attempt, in my opinion. Like it's just malarkey, as this old folks like to say. Let me see. I think we might get a chance to get one more team in. If anybody's got some suggestions, throw in your team. This is your last chance. I think we're gonna do one more, uno más. I wanted to get a quick little hour in this morning. We're about at that mark. We got time for one more team. So if you want your team trash talk or some other team, let me know in the comments real quick, and we'll get it in. Let me see. Is there anybody left I'd like to hit on? Who would I like to pick on next? The Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts it shall be. Let's talk about a team that was really hoping, put a lot of weight into it. Not actually. Let me take that back. They didn't even put that many cards into it. Of Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson's going to be a bust. This is not the guy that's going to carry a team. We understand why he didn't make it the whole time. We understand why Anthony Richardson, we really haven't seen a fair shake. But I just see the next RG3. That is what we're getting out of Anthony Richardson. Problem is he's not on a good enough team to really just be throwing the rock. And the Colts are in, I think the people want them to be good. And you can't will your way to success. You got to put together a roster. And look, it's on the GM. And he's used to be a Chiefs guy. Let's be honest. Ballard is not a good GM. And look, I wanted to keep him around in Kansas City because I thought he was that guy. And I thought he was going to be a great addition to the Colts. But we've seen time and time again, the dude just likes to swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. So the Colts are garbage. This has been your show. Appreciate it, folks. Let's get it. Let's go.